You came up with this idea of like asking each other like bizarre questions.
Yeah.
Right?
So, but we're gonna start here, okay? I heard this on TikTok and it blew my mind. It blew my mind so much that I sent it to the Shane Dawson podcast to see if they'll answer it.
What?
I want everyone to answer it.
Okay.
All right. This girl on TikTok asked,
yeah,
like, where are you in your body?
What do you mean?
Like, where does your like?
It's here on your brain.
Well, some people like had different places. Like some people felt like they existed behind their mouth.
No, that doesn't make any sense. That's not a thing. That doesn't make any sense. They have a mental disorder.
See.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, because I'm like, I think I'm back here.
What do you mean?
I think that's where I am.
What's the feeling that you're...
I feel very centered here.
Why?
I don't fucking know.
Like, what is this, like a metaphysical conversation or something? Like,
that's a big word. I don't know what that means.
Why do you feel in the back of your head? Like, what's the experience?
I don't know. That's just like where my control is. Like, that's where I feel like my person, like my existence, is like rooted like here.
Why?
Because
what
that's
is like?
How I
explain
am.
that to me.
If like I think of myself, I'm focused like here.
I don't
like my
know.
inner thought like comes from here. The projection of my voice like starts here. Like I'm here.
What projection of your voice starts there?
Yeah, like my like
is this a feeling like when you say
like my internal thoughts?
When you ask me where you are, is there like a certain feeling you're talking about? Like, are you talking about like where your energy comes from?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's a different question, right? Like, we are in our brains. That is like the center of everything. Our brain is literally like everything in our body.
Oh,
right?
well, yes. I'm not asking that.
That's what I'm
being
thinking.
Too scientific.
No, I'm being you. The way you phrased it. Where are you? Where does your energy come from? Is two different things. I don't know.
Look at who you're talking to.
My wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but like you have to be more explicit. You have to. Okay. This doesn't matter. I don't know. I guess maybe where my energy comes from, maybe my chest, because I come up from my like diaphragm. Like
that's crazy. Like, so you feel present in your chest?
No, I just feel like that's where all my words come from, my diaphragm, and that's where I enunciate myself. A lot of times I feel very disconnected.
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes I just kind of like shift in and out. Like even in the middle of conversations, like almost autopilot.
So when you feel like you come back, where do you feel it?
I don't know. Where do I feel it when I come back?
Yeah.
I don't really feel like I'm inside my body when I come back, when that happens. Like even when I come back, everything feels very disconnected. Like I think a lot about how like nothing, like everything, how bizarre everything is, and how like sometimes I feel like I'm not a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do you remember like when we thought about it too much and we started to freak each other out and
about
we were like which one is the simulation, which one of us?
Oh my god, yeah, we talked about who the simulation, like which one, like we're very happy, so like which one is the one in the simulation, which one is outside the simulation. I don't even want to talk about that because that scares the shit. Because I mean, like right now, that makes sense if I'm like disconnecting from myself constantly.
No, bro,
you're in the simulation.
Do you want to like talk about something bizarre right now? Like right now,
you're gonna fucking blow
right now we're talking to like a fucking box that you're telling me has fucking wires that beep boop 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 boop. There's shit traveling through wires wrapped in rubber, and all of these fucking people are watching us and like hearing us. And you're telling me that every single person in this chat, every single person watching, has like such like a complicated or complex life as I do. There's just no goddamn way.
I think about that sometimes too. Like we're all like you see somebody at a grocery store and there is like there's like 40 years in the making for that person to be right next to you, and it's like, do they have any experience once they leave? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like there's no way that every single fucking car on the expressway or like when we're driving through the city, there's no way that every single car has a fucking person in it.
Yeah, a person that's just as unique with their own unique experiences as you, And then it gets into a weirder conversation because I don't think everybody's self-aware. I've met some real dumb fucking people that just kind of drift through the world. The kind of people who can just stand still and look straight and like just disappear for hours in their brains. They just there's so little requirement of stimulation that they're just like, hey, what's up? They're like, oh, what's up, man? Like it's bizarre. It's really weird.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
I just want to pause for a second. I was so distracted because you took off your glasses and you are so handsome.
Thanks, baby.
You're so hot.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, like people, like the shit freaks me out. And I finally, like, I understand pictures. I could like get with like pictures. Okay. And after you explained to me the way like film works, I guess. Like there was, you explained to me, we saw a video of a blade moving really fast, and you explained to me how like it looks slow.
She's talking about the pictures of the blade moving so fast that like you don't really see anything, and you were like, how does that happen? Let me see if I can find that.
Everyone's like, oh, these are you high, blah blah. No, I do not partake in like any substance use.
This thing, right? Like it moves so fast, like it kind of like it looks like it's not moving at all. How the fuck do I mute this shit? Shut up, bitch. All right, whatever. That's what we're talking about. But like, yeah, I explained to her that things move in like frames per second, right? So you know, if this is 30 frames per second, but the blade is moving at 31, like 31, whatever, it's making 31 moves per second, you're only going to see so much of it. Because like a video is just a number of pictures. So it could be 30 pictures, 60 pictures, 5 pictures. You know. Okay, so continue.
Yeah, so like I could like I understand like film reel and being able to project that because I can understand. I kind of get like taking a picture, right?
Yeah, it's a bunch
but like
of pictures.
Television or like phones and computers, you will never have me understand that.
I guess, yeah. I don't either, and I just don't care. Like I don't think it's worth.
I want to understand though.
Well, we'll go to a sciencey place one day and we'll ask them about it. How's that?
Okay.
Because I couldn't explain it, the specifics to you.
Bonkers.
But when we did this question thing, you were telling me that you wanted to ask specific relationship questions.
Not relationship questions, but I said I want to ask questions that like about you that I don't know the answer to.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. I wrote them down on a Post-it.
Yeah. I'm going to see the flow of the questions and then I'll ask my own because I didn't really come prepared because I didn't know what the hell I was going to do.
Yeah, but okay. So the first one I have is where's somewhere that everyone wants to go, but you have no interest in going there?
Fucking Europe, bro.
Right?
Anywhere else.
I think I knew this, but I didn't know if
I don't want to go to Mexico. I don't want to go to Europe. I don't want to go anywhere.
You're going to Mexico.
I'm going to go to Europe with you too. It'll be fun once. I don't want to go outside
I don't want to go to Europe.
We're going to go to Europe. I don't want to go outside of my house, okay? But then you take me places, you force me to go there, and I'm like, okay, this is fun. Like that's literally all how it works.
You know, somewhere we will never probably go though.
El Salvador. Okay. Yeah, fuck. I don't want to go to El Salvador.
No. Is that a vacation spot?
No, my coworker who's Salvadorian, he said, don't go there. They don't like white people. I said, okay, no problem. I said, no, I don't like you either. No, I didn't say that. Well, I think I did say that to him, but we were busting his balls.
All right, that one I know the answer to, so I guess it's
Well, what about
fun.
you? I guess you agree with me. I want to go to Antarctica.
I really do. Chris Clemens went there on a 2-week cruise. And
Chris Clemens.
He did a polar plunge, and they got off. They like took these little doohickey boats. And
I didn't say I want to do that. I just want to be there. I want to go to that spot. Okay, keep going. Go ahead. You want to jump in the water and be cold.
Yeah. And then they like walked on the land.
If you were too cold when we went to Costco and we went inside the refrigerator section for like 3 minutes.
It'll be fun. I know. I had to put my sweater on after.
Yeah, like you were like, I'm so freezing. I'm like,
it'll be fun. But you know what I learned from his vlog from when he went to Antarctica?
He's gay?
That Antarctica is land.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not a big. I thought that it was a big mass of ice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. There's land there.
I thought that was.
Yeah. I thought Antarctica was going to melt and not exist one day.
I think the issue is that it might melt and raise the sea levels and become like a little disturbed because they might have some infrastructure on like more icy spots. Like I think that some of the trucking goes over like ice.
Ice truckers.
Yeah, ice truckers.
All right.
Okay.
Are you still feeling this?
I'm feeling it. Let's get to question number 2.
All right. Question number 2. All right. I asked you about this earlier. What's something random that you know a lot about?
You go first.
Sharks.
Do you really know a lot about sharks?
I know a lot about sharks. I have.
Do sharks have pussies?
I mean, like, there's female sharks.
But don't they just shoot eggs out of them like fish?
No. Sharks grow pups in their bellies. They don't lay eggs.
Really? Is that real?
Yeah, shark pups.
Do sharks lay eggs? This is yes.
Okay, maybe some, but fucking sharks grow.
Oh, only 40% of them lay eggs. Okay.
So, like, I actually really like fishing, and fish are my favorite animal. And so on my Instagram and stuff, there's always videos of sharks, and it's always like, oh, like, what kind of shark is this? And I'm always able to say what shark it is and be correct.
Wow.
Their brains are also shaped funny, and they have, like, little bubble bowls in it. Would be fun.
Okay. So what was the question again?
What's something random that you know a lot about?
Yeah, White Castle.
Yeah.
Like, unironically, I know I did a whole book report on White Castle.
Did you really?
They started in 1921. They were the first fast food restaurant. They were the first place to use hamburger meat for human food because it used to be dog food. It was, they cooked them with onions, which was like revolutionary at the time. People loved them a lot. Even today, they still cook them with onions and everything. They put the buns upside down on top of there to get them like steamy and everything. Yeah, I know a lot about White Castle. Like, I like White Castle. This is good. My mom used to work there, and she did very well there. Like, she was an area supervisor, so I know a lot about that. Yeah.
You know, that's funny. But it's funny because, like, I didn't think you would say that. But yeah, that
I don't know what else there is, like, an obscure thing that I would know. Yeah, I know about White Castle. I love my mom. I was so interested. I love my mom so much. I was like, did a fucking book report on White Castle as a kid. Like, what a loser.
You're so cute. Did you like bring White Castle in?
Yes. Sometimes we bring Crave Cates. Somebody said, is Harold and Kumar an accurate representation? Just so you know, Harold and Kumar didn't eat actual White Castle burgers. They created special like vegan friendly ones for them because they don't eat meat. So that's something. So, yeah, I know all your White Castle related questions. White Castle's in their 4th generation ownership.
Still?
Yeah, I think her name is Lisa Ingram. The Ingram family is the family that owned White Castle.
Does your mom know them?
Yeah, she met Lisa.
Like, how close, like, the level your mom was at, like, how high is that level?
So, from what I remember, you have your basic employee. You have like a shift manager, I think 1 and 2. Then you have your assistant manager, general manager, district supervisor, which went around to the different stores, area supervisor, which was what my mother was. There's assistant regional director, which she got an invitation to be that, but she didn't want to move to Kentucky. And then there's the regional director, and that's as high as you can go working through that infrastructure. And then outside of that, you're like then there's different like office individuals. So there's an office manager, there's people who like answer the phones, like receptionists at the office, which they all do pretty well. Outside of that, I guess like lawyers and stuff, but that's pretty much it. So my mom had the opportunity to be assistant regional director, and if she took that, she probably would have been a regional director in like Kentucky by now. So they make money.
Thank God you didn't move to Kentucky, because
I'd be fucking slamming pussy. Boom.
You'd have so many kids.
Oh, damn, son.
But you wouldn't have me.
I would be fucking dumb as shit too.
Yeah.
I'm smart as fuck.
But you know how you just said, like, there's like a
Jeez.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They also, there's another thing that you know about them. They don't do franchises. They don't trust it. So like McDonald's was franchised, so they have like a whole business deal with McDonald's. Like McDonald's, like I think you have to pay 3% of your gross revenue, and as royalties and stuff like that. But White Castle doesn't do that. They tried opening, I think, a store in Mexico, and what happened is they didn't like how it went because it wasn't very clean, and so they didn't really have enough supervision over it to make sure that it was going well. So they don't really branch out too much. I do know way too much about White Castle.
No, but it's interesting. Like, there's probably like a whole like being a lawyer for a fast food company. Like, there's probably like a that's probably like a specific
probably
job. So
I love, bro. We started going to White Castle again after a while.
All right, no. What happened is I don't know what we did, but on Saturday,
bro, I look kind of good when I like.
You're hot.
But you people think I'm a big fat fuck. I'm 6'4", bro. And people don't really know that. I'm a big chunker.
Oh,
go ahead. So White Castle.
This past Saturday, I went to the library with my mom to do like an arts and craft class.
Yeah.
And after that, we went out to dinner with my mom and brother. We got all you could eat sushi. And when we got home,
I went with you.
We went right to sleep at like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So, and then we slept until like what? 3 in the morning. No food in the house. So we went to go to a Burger King. It wound up being a Burger King in a gas station.
We didn't want to get out of the thing.
So I was like, I don't want that.
So we went to White Castle.
And then we were like, White Castle.
What day is it, Saturday?
Yeah, like Sunday morning, technically.
Yeah.
And then it started us on a friggin' White Castle
This
binge.
is the first day that I haven't had White Castle since Sunday. And when I say since Sunday, I had it that Saturday night, which was Sunday morning, and then I had it again when we woke up. And I've had it every single day since. I've had 10 bacon cheeseburgers, no onions, no pickle, and a drink.
That's shameful.
I love it. It's so good. I want to shove it into my fucking rectum. I want to fucking shove it up my ass and shit it out my mouth. It's so good. It's so good. It's horrible. It's so good. I love it. I got coupons the other day, a $3 off coupon.
Did you really?
Yeah, I have coupons in the car. And those I don't use coupons.
Where'd you get them from?
From White Castle after we bought a bunch of White Castle. They gave me coupons because I'm fat. Anyway, next question.
I put in the chat, hi barbecue, and hi everyone else in the chat.
You're in the chat? Oh, you're under Mama Gut.
Yeah.
If you change it to this channel, you can like do moderation and like do your thing. If you set it to this channel on YouTube.
Oh, you should make me a moderator.
Okay, or you could just be the moderator. You could just be the channel owner.
No, thank you.
Okay. There you go.
Thanks, Daddy.
Next question.
Okay.
How much cum is in your penis? 6 gallons.
Who has the best chicken nuggets?
Oh. You go first. Chicken.
So, like, fast food wise, I need a minute, but like, if not fast food, the Chinese buffet has the best chicken nuggets.
Well, the one that you've gone to. You want me to be real with you, bro? I'm gonna just go with White Castle, bro. Those chicken
You're
ribs.
lying.
Well, they weren't that good last time.
They're fucking disgusting.
Oh, stop. Bro, chicken nuggets to me aren't that good. They're kind of gross.
I love chicken
There's no
nuggets.
like for me, I'm not a huge fan of chicken. Chicken nuggets are like I have an eating disorder food. Like, I'm a fucking baby. Oh, hey guys, what's your favorite food? Oh, I like chicken nuggets. Okay, you have a fucking eating disorder, you loser. All you do is what? Oh, I like you like chicken nuggets? You
First
like
of all,
nuggets
that's
of chicken
tenders.
No, chicken tenders are not the same as chicken nuggets. If you like chicken nuggets, that's fine. But if it's you are probably anorexic. And that's the only food you can eat is chicken nuggets. You're like bulimic or something. They're okay sometimes. But like what are you doing?
Off topic but on topic. Adventureland. I saw someone else from Long Island in here. Adventureland has the best chicken tenders.
Okay.
Adventureland and Splish Splash. There's something about them tenders. I think Wendy's might have the best chicken nuggets. They're a little juicy, a little thick.
They're fast food nuggets. They're fine. They're all right.
Damn, I thought that was...
I don't really have too much to say about chicken nuggets. I'm not a huge chicken nugget fan.
It's just so funny because the things that I'm so like passionate about just go full flat for you sometimes.
Well, that's how both of us are. I literally play World of Warcraft and you don't give a shit. We both are the same way.
I guess so.
But listen, next time we go to White Castle tomorrow, White Castle, we're not going tomorrow. We should get you a chicken ring sandwich.
No.
We'll get a couple of them. We'll try them out.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we're going to try them out. We're going to get them together.
No, I like burgers with pickles and onions.
Yeah, we'll get those too, but we're going to get like 2 chicken ring sandwiches and we'll take a taste of them. How's that sound?
That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What's your next question? Now, go.
What teacher, looking back,
okay,
what teacher did you appreciate most and why? Not the little redhead.
That's the first thing I was thinking.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking Miss Dorsa, 9th grade.
No.
I would sit there. I would stare at her fucking ass. And my penis was so hard when I was a child. And I would just look at her ass the whole time. I was obsessed, bro. I was a bizarre child.
And you were like this too, probably.
And I probably
like, if she turned around, you probably didn't even pretend to move away.
No, I didn't, bro. I was a fucking little god, bro. It's the ADHD medication, bro. I remember sitting in. Sorry, calling you bro so much. I remember sitting in Spanish class and counting the words and the letters in the words for the teacher was saying. Like sometimes I would hyper focus so much I would just be like, I would just sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like oh, it was fucking wild. But that's the teacher I appreciate the most.
That's not the fucking question I'm asking, and you know that.
What's the question?
What teacher like did you appreciate most? Like I know you talk a lot about your scout leader and stuff, but did you have any like significant connection with the teacher, or was there any teacher who taught something that like you appreciated, even if it wasn't in the moment that you look back on?
I was better than them. No, in all honesty, there's nothing with teachers that resonate with me too much. I don't think I never had a whole amount of value. Like I didn't hate teachers, but I was like a very smart kid. I always did very well in all my classes. I didn't even need a teacher to teach. I would just be good at everything. So like I never had a teacher that like made me go like, wow, I'm gonna fart, you know. Mm-hmm. So like I said, like my scoutmaster, absolutely. Like I didn't struggle in school, so there's no, you know what I mean. Like there's no teacher I resonated with. I don't really care. There was like one, I think he was a history teacher. He was a cool guy. I think it was Mr. Lane or something. He was a cool dude. I remember him because he would talk to me. He was nice to me, but like I don't really have like a teacher that like resonated with me. Like Scoutmaster, yeah, my Scoutmaster was fantastic. But I was also like a bit of a troubled little asshole. So, you know. What about you? It's probably some gay teacher.
No, I had a lot of teachers, and like it's the opposite for me. I had a lot of issues growing up, so I had a lot of connections.
Well, I think we have different
with my teachers.
Like I was a very behavioral kid, but I think I just resonated more with, I think probably more authoritative figures like my Scoutmaster or something, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to name like a bunch of teachers because then people could just Google them and find out where we live. But I had an art teacher who like was very. We had a really fun relationship. He was cool.
I think one of the art teachers, maybe at my school, I was like having a relationship with a fucking child.
Terrible.
How fucked up is that?
One experience.
Do you think that the kid? Do you think that the student was staring at his ass the whole time?
Maybe.
Like Miss Dorsa. I wish Miss Dorsa
looked at your peshy.
Molested me when I was a kid.
Okay.
I'm happy she didn't, because that could have given me a trauma. But when you're a kid, you know, it's good that they don't act on it. I'm sorry. I was probably a little far.
Yeah.
She was very. I had like a, you know, you know what's interesting though? And all jokes aside, I remember thinking of this concept of like listening to your younger self, and your younger self is like a totally different person. Right. So like I'm listening to my 13 or 14-year-old self who was in love with Miss Dorsa. But realistically speaking, those feelings that I had, those are the feelings of a child. And they've just now manifested as an adult, you know?
Yeah.
So kind of interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
Move on. Let's move on.
New question.
New question. What's the next one?
What's something that you've accomplished that you never thought you would?
Wow, that's a very thought-provoking question.
Yeah.
You think Miss Dorse is in the chat right now?
After this, I'm gonna fucking find her because like I love you. Raw husband wife moment. I'm fucking over it. I'm overhearing this fucking woman.
It's a joke.
You've been talking about her for like the past fucking week. Whatever you can fit it into your stream.
It's my fixation.
She's fucking
you
coming
even
up.
said that I get weird fixations every once in a while, like food or something. That's what.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
I
the
want to
joke of the
see
week.
what this fucking bitch looks like.
Don't look
I
it
want to
up.
see what she looks
Don't dox
like.
me.
And you know what? I'm going to look her up on Facebook and I'm going to message her and be like, hey, my husband loves you.
Well, you know what? Don't do that. Anyway.
Do you think that she's... Okay, let's rewind.
I think
that
she probably thought I was creepy. She probably remembers me because I'm very rememberable.
But like my taste has changed. When I look at people that when I was in love with at that age, I'm like, would not today. Do you think today...
that I would still think she's attractive?
That you would hit it?
No, I'm married. I love you very much. I wouldn't fuck anybody else.
You're so annoying.
What do you fucking mean? Like, I thought we were having a real question. Like, you asked me a real question. Would I hit it? No, I'm fucking married and I love you. Are you asking me like if we weren't married or something?
Yeah.
Like, would I fuck? Yeah, of course. I literally will fuck anything. I fuck anything. I will put my fucking penis into anything. I'm a fucking dog. It doesn't matter what she looked like. She could be missing a fucking arm. I don't care. I got that dog in me. I got to see it through, my girl.
So am I actually a dog?
No. You're very beautiful and I love you a lot.
All right, so what have you accomplished?
You look good after I've come.
Stop.
You still look attractive to me. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
you don't get the ick afterwards.
You know how when people have like beer goggles? I have cum goggles. So like,
Stop. Ew.
So once it's empty, I'm just like, oh, you know,
you're disgusting.
Hey, I got that dog in me, baby.
All right, what's something you accomplished that you never?
What's your answer?
My like automatic answer is like one of the cliche ones where like I thought I was gonna like myself.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't know if I was gonna make it to this point in life.
Yeah.
You know? But you know what? I don't know if it's really an accomplishment, but my life is different than I thought it would be, but in a good way.
Yeah, me too. When
I was younger, I envisioned like moving out and getting an apartment and I really envisioned having like boyfriends that like treated me like shit and then having kids and like having a divorce in my future.
Yeah.
That's how I thought life was gonna go. So maybe an accomplishment that I need to kind of like take a breath and focus like more on or take in more is that like we're good. Like I have a husband who I love very much. Yeah. Like legit, like my best fucking friend. Yeah. And
you're being a little gay right now, but I agree.
Yeah, but I don't think that there's divorce in my future, which I used to be very indifferent about.
Yeah,
and I have a good job. Even though
the health insurance is pissing me off right now, but everything else is going really.
But I think that I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The fuck. I guess for my answer to that is, what was the question again?
What's something you accomplished you never thought you would?
I don't know, the way that you asked the question, it's like, oh, what's something that you like wanted to do that you never did? And I guess like I was able to be like successful outside of the bus company, which that was cool. But I guess if I just think about it from now, like kind of what you said, I'm just happier, and I haven't been happy since I was a child. I've hated my life a lot for a long time, but it's just kind of normal. I feel like a lot of people just hate their lives. But, you know, the last relationship and stuff, even before that, not particularly great. I know I never been the best guy, but I always tried very hard to be like a good person. And like for years, I remember we would sit down and we would talk for hours, even about posting TikTok content sometimes and like different things. And we would explore this concept and that concept. And we've had like such robust conversations about like people with disabilities and like LGBTQ people and all this crazy stuff. I think that's made me a better person. But like before that, I was like working at a bus company and I was with people that like I didn't realize made me really unhappy. And I was just like, this is how life's supposed to be. Like, you're just supposed to be fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to put all 100% of yourself into somebody that maybe gives you 20%. And again, I could have been a better person, but like, you know, so I was just like ready to be a miserable fucking doormat for like years and years and years and years, you know, because I'm the kind of, I can be like a real piece of shit. I understand that. But like, I'll usually give like 100%. And then like a lot of times people will take that as like a license to give like 0% because they don't feel like they have to, because I'll just give you 100% regardless of whether you're reciprocating. If I can go back, I wish I would change that. But like I found my wife, she gives me 100% too. I give her 100%. I give her 98%. I don't do the dishes. You know, so like I'm just happy. I wake up and like there's a lot of times where I'm just like, well, damn, like I'm very blessed. You know, like I make decent money coming onto a computer and playing video games while I talk about stuff.
You're talking into the magic box.
Talking
the magic
into
people.
a fucking bro. It might not be real. When I was high as fuck and that green out, when that was like horrible for me, I was like, what am I doing? Like I'm just like talking to like a box. But like I work like maybe 4 hours a day. I'm streaming later, but like overall, and I play video games and I talk, and then I get off and like I wake up and I do whatever I want whenever I want, and I make more money than I should. Even with this new channel, like I'm making more money than my wife somehow, and I'm working part time. So like I really have nothing to complain about. It's pretty cool. You know, I'm very fortunate, very happy. I've always wanted to make a lot of money too. One thing that I hope I can do is make enough money to like take care of my family and like especially my Aunt Kathy, take her to like Disney and stuff, and you know maybe make so much money I can invest in like a business that could help other people or something. You know, even if it's like opening a 7-Eleven where I pay the employees livable wages. Yeah, that would be. I would really want to do that.
Well, that was one of the other questions I had. Sorry, am I cutting you off? Words. If you could have any job, what would you do?
Is this another question?
Yeah, but you were just talking about like future business.
I think I'm good. I think I'm where I want to be. I don't think I want another job. I don't think I want another job. I don't think I could think of anything. My job is like pretty cool, low pressure. I'm chilling. I just want to make more money doing this. That's it. Okay. I'm good. And it's not like this was a dream job. I mean, it is, but I never had like, this is my dream job, you know?
Yeah.
It just happened to be a dream job. That was pretty cool. What about you?
Like literally
Ball
like
liquor.
any, like
My
anything
balls.
in the world. I think I would be like a marine biologist.
Oh. You want to work with sharks with Down syndrome instead of people with Down syndrome?
Yeah. Oh, okay. But no, like go and like research like different sea creatures and stuff, and
you know,
like
a beluga.
On excursions. Yeah, I love belugas.
Yep. I remember the kids' song when I was young. It was "Baby Beluga." We listened to a lot of stuff like that. There was like a dog that was like, "Don't do drugs." Say no. Way to go. You only got one body. And then I don't remember the rest.
Oh, I listened to like Janet Jackson and Limp Bizkit with
my mom listened. My mom listened to a lot. When I was younger, I went from like Motown to metal. It was very bizarre. My mother listened to a lot of like strong woman music, like Aretha Franklin and stuff, because my mother was left by my father. So I never put two and two together because I'm like, why do you like this? And she's like, oh, I like these strong women kind of a thing. I never realized it was because they're all about like respect and like I don't need a man. The guy was such a piece of shit. So interesting. Anyway,
but yeah, I think I like would be. I had that. I wanted to do that when I was little. You look so hot.
This is my wife. She thinks I look.
And I knew somebody who they were like a family friend who was older who got his degree in that. Now you look a little silly. And he told me not to.
Why?
Because the only way to make money would be to have the jobs where you travel somewhere remote and you don't get to have any like family relations and stuff like that.
Maybe that worked out because then we would never met.
Well, so I don't think I was meant to do that because I think I'm meant to be where I am now.
Yeah, that's how we met.
But like, I also wish I wasn't discouraged. But anyways, I would do that,
yeah,
or like, I don't know, like use what I have now to make it into something bigger.
Yeah, we talk about having like a gym that focuses on like dealing with like mental health issues of the chonkers and stuff like that. We've talked about like a village of tiny homes for people with homeless people to live in, like very inexpensive things where like they work, like maybe you have a security guard or this, and then you kind of help the people be more self-sufficient, stuff like that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd especially be down for like the tiny home for like fucking homeless people, like a whole tiny home community where like they had like their own little home with like heat and stuff, maybe like a little TV, and then like you go to a bathroom and then you go to this, and then you have people that try to maintain and manage it, and you know, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got here? These are good questions.
I only have one more written down actually, and
let's hear it, girl.
It's like sounds like the others, but like, what's something that you want to learn more about?
That's an interesting question. I don't know. What do you think?
A couple of things. I want to learn. I actually have a lot of things. I want to become more like self-sufficient. Like I made the joke to you yesterday. Like I wish one of us had a dad, because listen, if anybody has a dad in the chat and wants to listen to what's going on, basically,
any dads in the chat, hit one in the chat if you're a dad.
We're not having like any like issues that I know of right now, but in our upstairs toilet, like when you flush it or when we're doing laundry and it drains, like you hear like a gurgling in our tub. There's no like sewage or anything coming up, but it just always wasn't making that noise. But you know, I don't have a dad to like teach me about like taking care of like my house and stuff, and you know, my like you do very well like figuring stuff out, but sometimes I wish we knew how to do things a little more like officially.
Yeah, we're a little more independent
instead of like rigging it, you know. And so I want to learn more about that, but like I also want to learn how to crochet and stuff like that. But I think, like I was saying earlier, like history wise, I want to experience like more places and learn more about them. And I want to learn more about history, like in relation to other things in history, like in a linear fashion. I think that's what I mean. Instead of learning about like pockets, like as I was saying earlier, when like our history classes, and at least in my experience, like throughout high school and college, is that they teach you about certain areas, and like the history of that area,
but they don't teach you,
but they don't explain to you. Yeah, they don't explain to you like this was happening at the same exact time that this was happening. And I feel like once you get a better understanding, like that gives you a better ability to understand like how the world developed or why certain cultures are this way or that way. And so I think I want to I just want to put more time into that for myself so that I could grow like personally, and I think that it would enable me to enjoy more things.
I mean, I don't really know if there's anything I want to learn. Maybe Ms. Doris's phone number. I'm just kidding.
You're so ridiculous.
I'm kidding. Oh my god! No, I wouldn't even text her.
You would just look at her.
I was probably doing this to her.
But like you had the long hair, so it was like.
Oh yeah, I did have longer hair back then. No, well, at that time, I mean, I don't think I did. I was like in 10th grade. This was in 9th grade when I would. You know,
oh my goodness.
10th grade, I was a cool guy. Stopped going to class. Fucking awesome. Next question.
I don't have any more written down.
Those were good questions. I don't really know if I have any good questions.